Merhaba arkadaşlar, Disco Elysium'la kaldığımız dedektif hikayemize kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz şimdi. En son bununla konuşmaya geliyorduk.
Can I help you?
Bu lavukla.
Mine?
Container
No, it
soralım.
belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for
Okay.
clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Yapıştır.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as
Buradaki çöp
much.
kutusunda
And are you the only
kilitliyorlar.
party with access to the trash container?
Oyun sesini biraz kısalım. Bu kadar kıssak yeter. Şimdi şu konteyner tek erişim olan siz misiniz?
Well,
Aynen.
yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Okey, anahtarı
It
ver
seems
bize.
a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Biraz duyarsız.
Prod
Burası
at it
neymiş?
and find out.
İlerlersen insan yoksuyor mu?
What do you need
Anahtarı
them
ver
for?
ya.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Eyvallah. Şunu da
Wait,
rahatlatalım.
what? But what about the bird? Yes,
Kuş mu?
the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. You
Her
broke
şeyleri
the skewer.
söyleyelim.
I assure you it was him.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
Karım öyle uyum bu.
I can't
Sertiz
believe
yılından
it.
sonra.
I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
Sanma.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
İyi diyorum. Aynı zamanda onun patronu çok alakası yok. Şunu da yapıştıralım. Biraz mutlu
I
oluruz.
should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or?
Yok.
We were sort of hoping there would be a gun, an expensive jewel, or at least a sword in it for you, if you deliver the message.
Aynen ben de öyle düşünüyordum.
Yes.
Borcu
Have you
sıkıştırdı.
got it? A lot.
kadar verdi?
A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Bizim üç realimiz var.
Like what? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me. Absolutely out of the question.
Soru sormayın.
In the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your
Aynen
body
öyle.
is ready, sire.
Bu neydi ya? Hemen şöyle bir bakalım. Görevde karaoke yapacağız zaten. Masraf falan geçenler daha var şimdi. Silahımızı bulmamız lazım. Civan'la da konuşmamız lazım. O yüzden seninle yeter kadar konuşmamız. Şimdi gidelim çöp inceleyelim. Koşar mısınız ama? Çık dışarı. Önce onu bir çöp konteyneri bir inceleyelim. Ondan sonra bahçıvanı buluruz. Bir arada montu almamız lazım. Kendine gelecek karakter biraz. Hop çöp konteynerine git. Koşar mısın? Teşekkürler.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says Whirling in Rags.
Ya,
With a
anahtarın kedi
well-oiled
lafı.
crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Eyvallah.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Ne
Just the
oluyor?
feeling. A warning from some part of you.
Aç
The smell of rotten
geç.
food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Bir şey yok mu yani?
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Karton
You
kutunun
see
altına bakalım.
milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
Anladım.
You've done this
Buraya mı
before.
yaptık lan?
The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. No, searching for evidence in the trash.
Ha, evet,
A
evet.
box falls
Normal.
into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And
Okay.
turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Bezlere
Among the
bak.
threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs
Pantolon
of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Bu
The
onun şey
victim's
herhalde.
clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Eyvallah,
Drop them in
ilginç.
here, officer. Guitar
Oy.
marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt
Ne?
is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something
Bakacağız.
slimy catches your eye. A
Onu o zaman
drab,
bakacağız.
long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Yak.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of
Bakacağız.
the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash.
Tüyden koyan
It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Tamam, içerideki
Not really.
sonuç anahtar orada.
All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Peki.
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's
Diğerlerine
just
bakalım.
organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly, unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure.
Belki
But
bizle
hey,
ilgili bir şey çıkart.
what's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Aha,
Something
bizim şey
larger.
herhalde.
A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Bizim dosyalar herhalde.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it.
Güzel.
You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
Götüreceğiz. Burası sanırım atıp basamak istiyorum.
Understood.
Sertiz aynen. Kapayı da.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
Antik ama.
only in its social sensibility.
Eyvallah.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by
Okay.
going to the Interact tab in your
buradaymış.
inventory.
Interact diyelim. Buradan değil mi? Buradan mı? Bu bitmiş mi? Ulan de milyon. Çözüm geldi mi? Yok. Daha var. 5 daha var. Kıyafetleri kim çöp attı? Bunu öğreneceğiz aynen. Zaten burada da seviye yükseltecek. Seviyemiz daha gelmedi. O yüzden geri gel.
The
Kapat
container
kapat.
sounds a muffled gong.
Tamam.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all. You said you didn't want to talk about the ledger. However, now that you have it back, it would not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Officially.
Okey. İnceleriz onu. Bu ne?
Guillaume Le Million.
Aynen. Gunella milyon bitti.
Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Çözüm bu. Oksijen kimi ne yapsın öğrenme. Okey. Tanış sorun neydi? Falan filan. Önce evimizi bulalım. Bunun ne olduğunu ben unuttum. Unutamıyoruz şu an bunu. Defter okuyor, soruşturan bir isim var. Okey, defteri okuyacağız. Şimdi bu ne? Kartpostal. Kalem. Ha, etkileşimler burada. Önce şu kupaya bakalım.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not, oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Burada bir ara verelim şimdilik. Düt düt düt. Evet, ne diyorduk? Geri çapımı kayıp peşte 20 ekmeleme suç oldu. Falan filan falan. Telefonu yine sessiz almayı unutmuşuz. DNB. Biraz felsefik olalım.
It was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective.
Eyvallah. Kupaya bak ya. Şunu artık. Ha, buradan
It's
tamam.
the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anladım abi.
There's a piece
Tissue
of
var mı?
toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor
Yeah.
for you.
Eyvallah.
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Teşekkürler ıslak defter.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Çıkar.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
10 numara bir defterimiz
An
oldu.
aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances. It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer, the
bizim
lieutenant
RCM.
mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there.
Hemen bunu bastırıyorum.
What?
Göster bakalım.
Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Okey.
It depends.
Mesajlar.
Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe
Okay.
yours will have how many
Aynen.
cases you've solved.
Nasıl
Any
okuyalım?
capable light with the right wavelength will do. Yes, RCM vehicles have had lights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks.
This
Okay,
means you
onu
can read
yaparız.
the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay,
Tamam.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. They're not
Hepsini
exactly
inceleyelim
white.
şunları.
They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs.
Tamam canım,
Once in a
betimleme
while,
ya.
there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Okay.
Work,
illegal.
strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51. This year, the exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Eyvallah.
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. What do you mean? Is that all?
Ha? Haftada 2 vaka yükümü teğmen. London okullarından bahsetmiyor muydu? Sayfaları say.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it,
Okay.
lest you start making mistakes.
Arson,
Çok da
petty
bilginizi
theft,
vermiyoruz.
spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case files. Commit to paper. These are your last couple of months in Revachol, Precinct 41, Jamrock Quarter.
Okay.
Yes,
Tamam.
it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Tamam canım,
Arson,
kadrosundan.
petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations
Tamam.
date back. The
Kadar.
notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume.
Okay.
In short, there was more.
Kim vakalarında bir tür adlandırma kuralları uygulamış gibi. Kimle alakalı? Ha, pardon. Söngedeki yer var.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once
Okay.
all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Tamam. Kullan bakalım.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for
Seviye
mental
yükseltme
rigor
şeyimiz de
and
gelmiş.
simplicity.
Ona sonra kısama.
Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Yani.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
Eyvallah.
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No,
Teğmeni
actually.
sorun.
Any ideas?
Aynen ardından beklerken seni ney? Bu şey değil mi, Türk müzik grup adı? Batan Güneş. Hayır. Asılmış adam
Great.
kafir.
That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm
Sevindi
going
ya.
to start calling it The Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Okey. Adlandırma kuralı var, ona gerek yok.
You
Kadrosyonu
don't
da kapat.
exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Okey, sarı
In the
kağıtlara
back,
göz
you see
göstermiyor.
thin, translucent copy of paper, some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then
Evrak
rip
işlerini
them from
yapmamışız.
the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are
Şimdi
misconduct
gereksiz
fine. You
bilgi
don't
bulmak
have to
yeter.
be an intellectual giant to do police work.
He? He. Olsun. Ortadakiler. Tamam.
The rest
kafi.
of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board, the
Koktu lan
acidic
bir de.
stench of rotting, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete or Axel. If you
Biliyoruz
knew it
zaten.
was dunked in the toilet before getting chucked into the trash, why are you sniffing it? So
Güzel
you
cevap.
wanted to get in on the trash toilet stink collab. Find out what happens when those two get funky together? Okay, pal. Yeah. Turns out your nose doesn't like self-indulgent literal shit. The
Tamam,
lieutenant observes you, raising and lowering the toilet waterlogged mass under your nose.
Excuse me, I just have to ask again. How could you have let this get tossed out?
Tarzını
Officer,
bozuyor herhalde.
however damaged, that is still an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations. It could even list undercover operatives, certainly informants. I suggest integrating it into your style, for all our sakes.
Eyvallah.
Easier said than done. How could this pathetic mess of copy paper and plastic ever become Trey Disco? Challenge accepted. You should be on the lookout for stylistic elements that elevate this cabbage to heights unforeseeable.
Okey.
It is.
Kabul edelim.
Look at how basic that thing is. Basic clip. Unglamorous toilet smelling papers. It could do with some pizzazzo. Cheer you right up. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Salla
Something
bakayım.
rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? And something small inside? Light? Made of paper or cardboard? Or dried flowers, perhaps?
Olabilir.
Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it. The
Bakalım ne
plastic
çıkacak.
shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your
Nasıl
hands,
açalım?
U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Deneyelim bakalım. Güzel.
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Açalım
without
bakalım ne varmış.
resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment,
Tamam,
two
içine ne
ticket
var?
stubs, and a handmade postcard. Two
Evet,
octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Eyvallah.
Thin
Kartı da
wax
aldım.
paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. It
Belki
smells
güzel.
of chewing gum, apricot flavored, a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Aç
Familiar
bakayım.
handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young
yazmış
woman in
başına?
her 20s.
Özenle
There is
başına
care, effort, and a smile. You think. Oh, Harry,
Eyvallah.
it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Yani okuyor.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me, I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs
Lan gene mi
and the
şey
blood
olduk
sucked
delirdik?
out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. A streetcar distancing. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No. Hold on. To
Dur
what?
bakayım.
There's nothing.
Detective, is everything alright?
Niye bayılıyoruz şimdi ya? Bitti mi? Gene mi öldük ya? Bu neymiş böyle? Ya bakayım.
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
Yeah, man. Fuck everything. Total blackout forever. Yeah, man. What was that about? Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing?
Şişkin hani şu yerinden sür. Hiçbir şey anlamıyorum. Evet
Don't
öleceğim.
prod at it. It will start moving again. There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. You think they would let you until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Yes, they're pouring something on you.
Nasıl da içiyorlar?
It's in you.
It's delicious.
Lezzetli mi? Su
Glowing
mu?
lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes.
Ne
Drink.
oldu bize?
You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy
Yeah,
gulps,
Joseph.
you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
Zaten bağırışır uçar gider.
What happened?
Yine bir kilo olmuş. Karantinayla yüzleştik Teğmen. Hayır.
Good.
Aynen. Artık sertiz çünkü.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Aynen. Bastır.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special
Sakin.
item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Okey. Hemen şimdi bakalım. Araçlar var. Hüsnü'nefkar defterimiz var. El fenerimiz var. Tel makasımız var. Levye var. Etkileşim bu var. Bu çocuğa ayıramayacak. Belli. Biraz ters katımız vardı. Bunu bitirmiştik. Bir puan karşı düşünce unutulsun, düşüncesiz öde kaybolacak. İptal. Bulunsun. Niye yaptık bilmiyorum. Bir de biraz bünyeye bir şey verelim. Yoksa bu değil. Kas gücü. Biraz kas gücü verelim ya. Kas gücü açtık aynen. Ansiklopedi var. Manipülasyonumuz var. Kabul et.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Süper.
So cool. From a
Nereden
distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at
Aynen
lights
kardeşim.
and they solve shit.
O benim.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick.
Tamam hadi yeter bu kadar. Caz yapma. Evet. Bu bölümü de burada bitirelim. Bayıldık ayıldık. Bir şeyler öğrendik. Bu bölüm yeter gibi böyle. Hemen yeni kayıt aç gitsin. Bir şey olmaz. İzlediğiniz için teşekkürler arkadaşlar. Beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi, beğenmediyseniz beğenmeyi, Ne? Ne dedim? Beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi, beğenmediyseniz beğenmeyi, yorum yapmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın. Bay bay.